When it comes to quilting, what is your favorite part? Picking out the fabric or actually sitting down to make the quilt? Well, I have a surprise for you. Now, both activities can be quick as a wink. Keep watching. Hi, it's Donna Robertson with Fabric Cafe. Today we're going to talk about quick as a wink. What makes it quick? It's easy to pick out your fabric. You just need 3 1-yard cuts. And it's also quick because we use a fancy little thing called strip piecing. It makes all of the quilts go together pretty quickly for you. So let's get started showing you some of the quilt patterns in this book. We have 8 different patterns. They're all lap quilts, and each 3-yard grouping will make one lap quilt. So let's get started over here. We have the first quilt, and this one is called Soho. Now, whenever I put this one together, I liked it so much, and I thought it had such a modern little twist to it. It has a kind of a stylized snowball block here, and then just a plain block. So both of those are really easy and really beautiful fabrics. So you could use a model fabric, but today we're going to show you how to put it together using batiks. So this is our first set of fabrics. These are gorgeous new batiks that just arrived. Now, whenever you look at your pattern book, it's going to give you instructions for the easy way to pick out your fabric. You're going to see 3 boxes, and the legend has a polka dot, a white, and a black, and then it has a black and white diagram so you can see where each of those fabrics are going to end up in your quilt. The number 1 fabric is your focus fabric. It's going to be represented by a dot, and then you have 2 fabrics remaining. You compare light and dark, and then you can get started on making your quilt. So this is our focus fabric. It's going to go in the largest block of the quilt. In this case, that is right here. We have your beautiful batiks that will be here. Then your background fabric, you compare these 2 fabrics. The lightest one is your background fabric, and the darkest one is going to be a design element as well as one of your borders. So that's how easy it is to pick out fabric. If you're doing any stash busting, you just go to your stash, find a focus, a light, and a dark, and it's as quick as a wink to put those fabrics together. Now this one is called A Splash of Color, 8021125. Soho is the pattern, and all the quilts that I'll be showing you today are only available as a quilt pattern in the book, Quick as a Wink. But the cool thing about 3-yard quilts is you can use any one of my single patterns as well, because every pattern is written for 3 1-yard cuts of fabric. So we give you a recommendation. If it's not the pattern that you want, you can pick a different one, because you get 1 free pattern with every kit that you purchase. Or if you want to skip taking a little pattern, you can buy 3 kits and get the book free. Okay, the next one, this one is called Entwined, and this has been a very popular pattern. People have really enjoyed making it and looking at it because it's cool to look at too. It's made with 4 blocks that are was made with 1 block here, and that same block is repeated 4 times and just turned. So now let's take a look at the block. So you're going to make the blocks in such a way that all you have to do is turn them, and they go together so magically that you can hardly tell where they begin and where they end. So we're making this block, and then this same block is turned. So see where the black is? It's going to turn and go this way, and this way. So these are 4 blocks that are put together to create the larger block. And then you make it into color waves. So the black's in the center here, it's the red in the center here. Now, we no longer have this fabric available, but we do have a new fabric that we think would be really fun. So this particular one is going to be your number 1 fabric, will be where the red is. Your number 2 fabric is where the gray is. And the number 3 fabric is the blue, and it will be here. And you'll be able to see this with the contrast. Because of the focus, the light, and the dark, the contrast will create the same basic look that you have with the red and black. 8021124, Rhythm and Blues. Entwined is your pattern, and it's only available in Quick as a Wink, so you'll be able to take the gallery pattern or your pattern of choice as a free pattern when you buy the kit. Or you can purchase you can get the book free when you purchase 3 kits. Now, I really like this one. It's called Roman Holiday. When I designed this particular one, we were planning to take a trip to Italy. We thought it was going to be the year 2020, but I guess there were other plans for my life because we didn't go anywhere in 2020. We stayed home. But this is our Roman Holiday quilt, and we'll show you how this one works. We have that fabric available. And once again, it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. You just pick out your focus fabric, and this is a cool way for you to look at this. See how this is actually the darkest fabric because it has the black? But that's okay, because once you pick out your focus fabric, you take it out of the equation, and you have a light and a dark when you compare these two. Now, your light becomes that background that really causes your design elements of the quilt to show. So this one is called Roman Holiday. It has the 3 beautiful fabrics together, and here's your number, 8020505. Roman Holiday is the name of the pattern that's in the book, Quick as a Wink. An alternate pattern would be Puzzle Me This. Now, we have a pieces and parts for you, and we wanted you to see what Roman Holiday would look like if we picked totally different fabric. Now look how different this is. This one is a beautiful kind of a lacy, watercolory looking fabric. It's gorgeous. And of course this would go in your number 1 spot. You have 2 remaining, the light and the dark, your dark here, your light here, and you will come up with a beautiful, beautiful quilt. Now when you're working with our patterns, in the instructions, we're going to give you instructions for doing a strip assembly. And then the strip assembly, you cut pieces off of the end, and we call them units. So we'll give you the measurements of your units. So what we have here is an example of the strip piece, and we're doing the number 2 and the number 3. You can see they're different sizes, and those are then cut. You cut the units like this off of that strip piecing. Now, the remainder of the block is put together with those strips. So let me show you how that works. We're going to have a block. I'm going to scoot this over, John, so we can get it all on one level here. So you have one single block that we're going to put together, put over on the one block side. Then we're going to start building the block, and it goes like this. You're going to have these 2 pieces, then you're going to sew this to the side, and then we're going to sew this. Well, you got to sew this one up here, and this up here. So you can see and imagine how this is going to look when it goes together. It's going to be a beautiful quilt. Let me just get a little bit of this other color blocked out so you can get an idea of how pretty this is. Isn't that going to be gorgeous? And so this will just be a mirror image and turned right down here. Okay, we'll give you the information for this particular quilt, and it is 8021122 Fairy Flowers. Roman Holiday is a pattern that's only available in the book Quick as a Wink. The alternate pattern that we're suggesting that we think would be really pretty would be the tumbling triangle. Your pretty fairy flowers will be out on the border, and then your pinwheel will be made with those 2 fabrics. Okay, the next one that we're going to show you is called Modern Charm, and this has been a really popular one for us. Modern Charm is kind of a little updated fabric, but it's in a kind of an old-fashioned looking block. So we have the two basic blocks. We have this, and we're going to put that up here, and we have this fabric, so we'll share that with you. And staying with our same basic, quick way to pick out fabric, you've got your focus. That's going in your large block. You compare these two, and you'll have your light and your dark. So this one goes together pretty quickly, and this is your information. 8020258 Modern Charm. The name of the pattern is Modern Charm. It's only available in the book Quick as a Wink, but an alternate pattern would be the Heartland pattern. It's a similar pattern, but a different, a little bit different design. Now, if you're like me, you will enjoy having a little bit larger quilt. So I want to point out in Quick as a Wink that in any one of my books, you're going to get 3 sizes. You're going to get the lap, you're going to have the twin, or the king queen. You take 1 kit for a lap or 3 yards of fabric. If you're buying our kits, like this kit is available, when you buy 2 kits, you can make a twin. Now let me show you this lap size again here. And Hannah has the twin size. So mine is 1. See how big it is? So this is the twin size quilt made with 2 kits, and this is made with 1 kit. So it's pretty impressive when you see it. Now, if you wanted a king queen with this, you'd have 4 kits, and it would make a king queen. It would be a lovely, lovely addition to your bedroom. All right. Now, remember, when you buy 3 kits, you can get the book free. Or if you just want 1 kit, you can pick a small pattern free. And any one of my patterns will work with any one of the fabric sets. Now this is also Modern Charm. We wanted you to see how different it looks. I don't have this fabric in. I got some sample fabric and had the quilt made up, and then we're waiting on the delivery. It should be here within about a month, we're hoping. A lot of you are aware that some of the shipments are taking a little bit longer than usual. Someone sent me an email this morning, and they said that the docks were just packed, and they were waiting to get in to deliver fabric. So I'm going to show you how you can put your name on the list if you want this one right away. Exactly the same pattern as the roses that we just showed you, but different, more of like a Civil War or traditional fabric. So let's put that up here. If you like this kit and you would like to be notified whenever it becomes available, then you can go to our website, fabriccafe.com, and you can search for the kit number and then click on email me when this item is back in stock. And then this is your kit number, 8021121 Prairie Dreams. The quilt pattern is Modern Charm. It is in the book Quick as a Wink, and the alternate pattern is the Heartland pattern. Now let's look at these fabrics a little bit closer. They are gorgeous. This is a brand new moda that will be in any day, and it is truly a magnificent fabric. And then we have our number 2. Again, you compare those two, and you get your light and your dark, and those are the 3 fabrics for this one. Go to our website, fabriccafe.com, and tell us that you want to know as soon as this arrives, and we will send you an email. Now, this fabric is also a gorgeous fabric that would look good in this same Modern Charm quilt. So this one is called Mill Creek Garden, and this would be your focus fabric. And then you would have the lighter fabric would go where the gold is, and then the smaller print will be going in the number 3 position. So this one is another beautiful new moda fabric. Kit number 8021120. Mill Creek Garden. Modern Charms is your pattern from the book Quick as a Wink, or an alternate pattern would be the Churn Dash, called Heartland. Okay, the next one is Dreamweaver. We are out of this fabric. This is our original fabric that we introduced the quilt in. It's been really popular. It is a woven look, but it's all strip pieced, believe it or not. I still do strip piecing so that you can get this great look and you can get it quick as a wink. So let's put that one up on the table. We have new fabric to share with you that we think would look great in this particular quilt. And this one is called Dragon's Breath. And this is a beautiful QT fabric. We really like that. And this is your number 1 fabric. It's going to be your focus fabric, and that'll be here. Actually, that'll be here. I believe this is your focus fabric here. My apologies. So this is your focus fabric. And then you've got your number 2 fabric is your background fabric, and your number 3 fabric, your dark fabric, is your, I think I said that wrong, didn't I? Focus, 2, and 3. So just in case I forgot to count right. Okay, this one is Dragon's Breath 8021119. Dreamweaver is the name of the pattern from the book Quick as a Wink. And remember, it's only available in the book. But we do have an alternate pattern we suggest, and that one is the rail fence. Okay, this one is called In a Flash. And this one went together really, really fast. And I mixed a rectangular block and your smaller blocks marching up. So it's really a cool little quilt. I like this one a lot. And this is a wonderful new designer for fabrics for QT, and I did get to meet her last fall. She was a real sweetheart. Well, actually, I guess it's been a year since I met her. I keep forgetting we didn't go to market this last year. Okay, these are the fabrics. This is your fabric number 1, and it's going to go here in your largest block. And then your fabric number 2 will go in the background so that you can see your design elements. And then your number 3 is your design accents and your border. So that is In a Flash, is the name of the kit and the pattern. Only available from Quick as a Wink. An alternate pattern is It's a Snap, and that one is available as an individual. If you ever want to change which pattern you get with your free pattern with your kit, all you have to do is write it in the comment section of your order form. This one is called Rickrack, and Rickrack is a fun one that we put together. And this is not strip pieced in exactly the same way. It actually is, we make blocks, and then the blocks get sewn together. So I can block this quilt out for you and show you how that block is made. It's really kind of fun because once you sew the blocks together, it just goes together great. So we have, this is one of the blocks here. And as you can see, it has a long purple and then a short purple in the blue. And then if you'll go right down here, John, I was going to scooch you just a little bit. You have a long blue and a short blue. And this is the same, it's made the same way, it's just got a different color combination. And then when you put those together, they just look like they're staggering or stepping up. So it's super easy to do that. This one is, again, called Rickrack. Your number 1 fabric is the blue, and the number 2 is your aqua. The number 3 is your purple. And your kit number is 8020260. Rickrack, Quick as a Wink, that's only in that book. The alternate would be Jigsaw, and it would give you a really nice look as well. Now, the next quilt is called Pinwheel Party, and I did this one and had a lot of fun. I thought this would be great for somebody that likes pinks and purples. It'd be great for a little girl's bedroom. And it has a focus fabric that's been sashed, And then we make our little pinwheel and sashed it as well. So I think that one is going to be a real popular one. And I like this color combination. So this one, we have our focus fabric. Again, that goes in the center of your sashed block. It also goes in your border. I like to put those number 1 fabrics in the border sometimes. Then your number 2 is your light. It's going to be your background to cause all of your design elements to pop. And your number 3 is your darkest fabric that goes in sashing. We're using it for the sashing. So this one is 8020256 Pinwheel Party. It's only available in Quick as a Wink, but an alternate pattern that would be fun is called Pinwheel +1, and it's a little bit larger pinwheel. Now those are the patterns that come in the book, Quick as a Wink. You get 8 different patterns. Every pattern is designed for 3 sizes, a lap, a twin, or a king, queen. It's quick as a wink to pick out your fabric. You just need to focus a light and a dark. And then when you put your quilts together, the book shows you how to do strip piecing, so that makes it go quick as a wink as well. So if you like these kits, you can visit our website, fabriccafe.com. You want to go there and check too, because we have hundreds of kits. So you have other kits that were not shown today that are also available. And if you really like what you're seeing, be sure to subscribe right below and then click on the bell, and we'll send you a notification each time that we post a new video. Donna Robertson, have a great day.